Hi, Pisces. All right, welcome to this place. I'm kick off my shoes. Welcome back if you're returning. So, Pisces, you have 3 piles, each of 3 cards. They all go together nicely, color-wise too. Like none of this is jarring, and well, that's a nice feeling. None of this is jarring. Good. Oh, some of you are canning? Are you thinking about, what are we talking about? We're talking about taking what we have and preserving it. Okay. And then I just went to a scene. I feel like I just want to share what I'm seeing. Because you'll create your own story, right? Because you're so imaginative. But after that, it jumped to a scene where it was the ocean. But there was like a small, short fog kind of over it, like hovering over it. So someone's protected or has been feeling kind of cloaked, maybe invisible. Let's look at your first pile and see what's up, Pisces. Oh, Ashleisha. Interesting. That one's hard. That's a Cancer energy, 16 to 30 degrees Cancer. And then, okay, so we have Ashleisha, and then we have the Guardians. Interesting combination. What's that with? Content. Okay, Sag talked about this, the other Jupiter, that you have a child spirit. I heard regardless of the spirit of your child, we're not talking about your child's spirit. It's a child spirit, your child's spirit. I didn't mean to point at you, pardon me. Interesting combination. Well, because Ashleisha always throws me off. Even though it represents healing and regeneration and the show of strengths, the way that we get there is kind of harsh. It's almost like we're Cancer energy and Scorpio combined together. I guess this is Mars and Cancer too, which I heard is historically happening. Okay. So when Mars is in Cancer, it's not very comfortable. And we do have to pay attention to our health when that happens, particularly our own emotional well-being, mental health, sleeping enough. Some of you had, okay, this is interesting, we're just going to go with it. This has to do with the constellation of Hydra, which is the snake that kind of, I heard there's this big nasty snake in the sky, and it blocks us from the center of it all. It like interrupts with fear. It's something we have to, what's that other constellation where the guy is like grabbing the snake and like conquering it? Is that Hercules? Hercules. Although I don't know all of Hercules' story, who knows what he did. So let's get back to it. Somebody has a guardian. This is animal spirit and child spirit guardians that are protecting a person from I heard psychic attacks. This could also have to do with Lilith. Interesting. So what is Lilith? Lilith is, well, what comes to mind first? Well, that she doesn't have, well, she connects to the shadow more. The aspect of, I don't want to be controlled, so I also put no control over myself. Do you know what I mean? It's again almost where, like, I feel like a person has done things on purpose to inflict pain. Because this technically is the power to inflict poisonous venom. Oh, I just had an epiphany. Or I put some dots together. What just happened there? We put some dots together, which Sag talked about, that connecting dots. We put some dots together, right? That sort of just confirmed again what we already know. Does this make sense? Something becomes confirmed in the now in the form of an epiphany that just confirms what you already knew. Maybe it's that you're safe and loved and protected. That your family's safe and loved and protected. That everybody, I heard, has to go through healing their own secrets. Someone is being, I don't generally use this word or see this much. It's because I don't want to tap into it, even though it is real. It's just unnecessary. Enough people do it. But like curses and hexes and things like that, that kind of intentionally negative, again, sort of attacks that can be physical or psychic, it doesn't matter. That somebody can't get through this protection field. So maybe someone as a human also feels like at times that they can't sense this help. They can't sense this help, and so they try to do it all themselves, but that's clinging to some kind of Lilith thing where it's like, I do what the fuck I want, you know, cursing the creator. Interesting. Oh, fascinating. The animal for this, Ashleisha, is also a mountain lion, and there's this mountain lion right here. Or that's the way I'm seeing that cat right now. But you know what? The animal spirit is the one that protects the person from psychic attacks in the past, like that's behind you or around you now, and that which is whatever in the future. And if you notice here, this inner child, this child spirit, if you will, is chill. She's not even looking. She's not afraid of any of this. Like, she knows she's protected. This child knows that it's protected. That it can relax. I guess we got to get real with the clinging star, though, is like, say, because it represents sort of killing, like the end of something, but it killing in the sense where, like, I'm going to, this no longer exists after I do this. You know what I mean? So maybe some of you have, like, what is it, an anakarka? The ladder, like 29 degree, 0 degree stars in your map. That could also be a part of what somebody's clinging to, is because it's the end of something, right? And the natural progression is just to I guess let go and begin again, because this old energy is definitely, I mean, it could be family things, but like this old energy is it's kind of pulling. But the more, I guess, that a person knows that they're safe, that they can like relax into it. Let's see your second pile. Oh, Ravati, there's one of your moon mansions. This is between 16 and 30 degrees Pisces. That's with the snake and patience. Right. We were just talking about how if we let go of something, then that's going to open. Maybe somebody needed to let go of the snake, or let go of Scorpio, or let go of fear, or let go of that old skin. I don't know, but because that's what I'm seeing is like a person decided to let go of this, and when they did, it gave them an opportunity. Instead of holding this snake in their hands that could kill them, I guess, or hurt them, they traded for flowers and fruit. I'm being reminded of that. It's not exactly be careful who you have a meal with, like have dinner with. I guess that's what I'm seeing is people eating together, or gathered. Again, maybe it's part of this, is like gathering together. Well, I heard you gotta kind of be determined to get through the veil, or your energy is so electric, or somebody's energy is, oh, I heard someone's energy is protected. Somebody wants your energy, or somebody wants someone's energy too. Like waiting. Again, I see someone's electric, or even when they're not trying to be, like nothing particularly is happening, it's still where it draws in energy, right? Like it's not necessarily even anything special. It's just is, because it is what it is. Someone's an ether worker, or like works with really benevolent energy, right? This is also extremely benevolent energy. There's nothing challenging or malefic about this at all, which creates this feeling of contentment. And this star particularly is the star to transcend through wealth and through nourishment. Let's see. Ravati, the snake, and patience. The crocodile. Well, the snake can go in the water. The crocodile could go in the water. Oh, you're cleaning the water. It's like you're getting the snakes out. The crocodiles that aren't your friend, gone. The ones that you learn to interact with that. I think some of the things that used to scare you so bad, I heard, or make you hate yourself, you learn to understand the symbiotic nature of it, and your interaction or connection to that, or that's what someone's been working on. It's like their own reptilian kind of brain. Someone's very in tune with nature too, their own nature, perhaps nature in and of itself. I also feel like someone's a snake charmer, or they're not afraid of it. They're a snake charmer, or they. So I guess this is kind of K2, Rahu K2 energy, Scorpio energy, and then I see Saturn too. These are tough ones. So this is malefic energy. Oh, dude, this is your spirit. Here's the guardians. Here's another confirmation. It's like, so here was those how does this go? Like that. Before, here's this guardian that was protecting you to what's behind you so that you can relax, or what's near you, because we all got shit we got to deal with, right? This is the one that was looking into the future. So while you gather whatever you need to gather, nourish however you need to nourish, this is also being drawn out or off your path so it doesn't block you. And if we're talking about Saturn and Mars energy, again, these are both, they're malefic. These are our the most challenging points in a map, right? Regardless of our positive spin we want to put on astrology, things, there is just plain black and white sometimes. Or at very least, like Rumi says, right? We have to check the black string and the white string and the loom in and of itself. It can't be without it. But so someone's, again, this is a double emphasis of being protected from psychic attacks also, or anybody trying to steal your energy. I mean, you do need boundaries. And weren't we talking about this snake in the sky? Sorry, sometimes it floats. I don't remember when. I guess the timing's not important. It's just knowing that we remember. So someone's remembering what they have forgotten. Maybe this is faith or belief. Someone has been working on their own belief system, their faith. But this is, the level of this is kind of soft and mild. It's not Mars, it's not Saturn, it's part of me, right? It's not that. It's soft and mild, right? I heard it's hard to be that relaxed. Someone's also going to give a gift or wants to give a gift. There's also a very private person here that's in your circle. Who's the most private person in your circle? Like someone where you really respect their boundaries. You may not hear from them very frequently, but like they're consistent in their loyalty. Okay. Got it? Yeah. Something between Scorpio and so Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, that part of your map. I also see second house. Oh, I see the 9th house. When you were 27, I guess that's kind of a Saturn return time. Maybe some of you are in your Saturn return, or you're preparing for that. Yeah, actually, I wrote Mars is in the right place, ready to learn. And I do see Mars in the right place here because so what is Mars too? It's how we protect ourselves. It's our bravery, our energy. That in the sun, but maybe you want to look to those for your the Sun, Jupiter, Mars. I mean, I guess that's the fire trine too, the fire trinity, but oh, those of you who've been here, well, you know what I'm talking about. The lesson between Scorpio and Pisces, do you remember that? It had to have been 4 years ago now that this started, maybe three, maybe four. This combined of this blending lesson, which in essence is Jupiter and Mars. Interesting. This has been happening for many years. It's almost as if a person is, I wouldn't say ultimately completed, but they've at least reached the place of exaltation within something. It's like, again, they're not afraid of the snake. They learn how to tame the snake. They became the they are the falconer. They now have the falcon friend. That takes great patience, right? To wired befriend a crocodile. What's your third one? Aw, Pusha. Can't see that. So we have two. This is also Cancerian energy. It's between 3 and 16 degrees. And it's ruled over by Saturn. What's that with? Guides. Remember, your first pile had guardians. Now we have guides. Here's the person now with the four-legged animal spirit. And what's that with? Distance. Look, so it's totally bookending. So you have distance here. Well, look. Someone is now, you can put the pieces together, Pisces. It's so cool. I'm really glad that happened. Light, swift, and passive. Soft and mild. If it ever gets to a point, at least at this point, when you find this, if it's too sharp or too dreadful, I mean, we're making prayer hands. Sure that. I heard, remember, you have more help than you think that you do, more support than you think that you do. Or someone needs to know that. Right? Even when we're a fish out of water, God is always with you. Maybe some things will be happening that will kind of prove that some magical parts of life are more true. Like, right, because if we have distance and guides, then maybe someone has felt distance from their guides, or distance from, again, like something being seen. But when we move forward, which is kind of, it's showing me like kind of a combination. You see here, there's this child and then there's this animal. The child doesn't even really know that this is even happening. It's not an ignorance, it's just an inexperience. And then as we move forward, we have to learn patience, let go of the snake, and train the crocodile. then we can move on to now you see the child and the animal. The child and the animal is together on one in the same space. And the animal isn't even walking in front, like needing to protect you. It's just you got that. A person now knows that, okay, I can handle this, and that which is at your back that you can't see, that's when this spirit kind of guide is there for you. It's almost as if some of you have a cow on one side and a cat on the other side. I guess this is also sort of Taurus and Leo. Look, yeah, Taurus and Leo energy. Taurus to Leo. What was the other one? Scorpio to Capricorn? Oh yeah, the Sun to Saturn. Okay. Cool reading, Pisces. I really love these cards. Thank you for inspiring the space, for being you. Okay. This Pusha says, this star represents this Nishatara, the power to create spiritual energy. And I think I need to remind some of you that the stars here, as we go in order, that Ashleisha is a demon, okay? Then as we move forward, Ravati, which is, we move into more benevolent energy, and this is the worker. That's the caste we have to sit in, is like we have to work at it. As we move forward, and again, you and your spirit, I guess, start working more in unison, then you become the warrior. So this shows a progression of maturity. But even this energy is light. It's not heavy. And although at times it can be swift, these are sort of keywords, is like it's light and it's swift. We just did this over on Patreon. It's beautiful. I love when things connect. But like it was light and swift, and then it was passive. That's kind of where something is right now. It's like that I'm not heavy. I can move quickly when I need to in short spurts. And then I will be patient and understand what it is to receive. Like give and receive. I would say most of you, your inner child probably needs a little bit of attention. Someone's good at being alone. It's not like, well, let's back up. Someone's good at being alone. They need to be alone at times. It's absolutely necessary to find, I heard something about an inner harmony in a person. The prickly things, as we move forward, the prickly things, the things that you feel like you can't touch. That sort of energy is fading in the distance. Fear is in the distance. What do we have for time? Is that 19 or 20? Oops. I'm sorry. What do we got? Oh. Hi, Pisces. I'm so sorry. That's so jarring. Maybe that's the end of it. Isn't that how we started? I'm sorry. It was a bit precarious of a perch. Nothing bad happened. Maybe that was just breaking us out of our Pisces reading zone. All right, that's that. I love you so much. I hope you have a great day whenever you find this. I hope you sleep so good. I hope you see something beautiful in these times when things are changing. Happy equinox too, by the way. I do thank you so much for being here, Pisces. What a read! This is so cool. I feel like we keep putting layers on top of this, but you're good. You're good. The desert is in the distance. Okay? Love you so much.